As we drive around the corner, John says, "Girl, look at that there," and there's this big bloke wrestling with his schoolgirl. Hello, I'm Pearson. I'm a retired police officer from West Yorkshire Police, and I'm part of the Police Interceptors from Channel 5. This is my YouTube channel, and on this channel we're going to be talking about my journey in the police for 19 years, some of the fun stories and some of the things that can be a bit sad. That's shit. I apologise.
I like that.
I'm sorry. Right.
So do you want to tell us a tale?
Yeah, so I'll tell you a tale. So people don't realise what comes out at night. Everyone goes to bed at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, and you've got no idea what crawls the streets. And I used to tell my brother that, and it's horrendous. There's evil, there's scary stuff, there's things with masks on, there's just things you just don't want to see, and if you saw a lot of these things, it scares you. One of my tasks was working with a lad called John. John was my tutor, and he were a good bloke, and he's retired now as well. We like to go into the shitty areas of Bradford to try and find the most freakiest thing we could find. That's most shocking, but you know what I mean? So you can have something to tell your grandkids about, something that made you smile. We were driving down White Abbey Road and we turned right into City Road, and it was about 3 in the morning. Very, very cold, very frosty everywhere. One of those type of nights when you breathe, you make a massive steam cloud from your mouth. And there was like this haze, lower haze. It was kind of like something out of a horror movie. It was quite creepy at times. And as we're just driving down City Road, there's like a bay to your right hand side, at the side of this pub, and there was this big articulated lorry that was sat there. And as we're just driving around the corner, John says, "Girl, look at that there," and there's this big bloke wrestling with his schoolgirl, and he's like, under our opinion, he was trying to abduct her and get into truck into cab at a vehicle, and he's wrestling with his schoolgirl, and we skid car up and, "Oi, stop!" And then literally one bloke runs the other way and this schoolgirl runs outside the truck. So we open car doors, John runs after this big lad, gets hold of this big lad, and I'm like, "It's alright, stop, you're safe," and I run after this schoolgirl. As I'm running outside this truck with this haze and mist, I can just see this girl's frizzy hair, and she's wearing a girls have names for them, but it's like a pleated skirt, check skirt. She's got these pop socks on. Is that pop socks the right word? Like white socks. When we were a kid at school, we called them virgin socks for some reason. I've got no idea why. Yeah. And then these little black sandals on it, proper what you'd expect a 6-year-old girl to wear. And she's running. She wouldn't stop at all, and she gets back at the truck and turns right. So I'm chasing that back of this alleyway, and then I get to end, and I'm like, "Where the fuck's she gone? She's not around." I look up and there's this wall surrounding this truck. There's nowhere for anyone to go. So I walk back down the other side of the truck and I'm looking under back at wheels, asking it to come out, telling police, you're safe. West Yorkshire Police officer, you don't need to be afraid. Went back round. John's at front of the truck looking at me with this bloke handcuffed. He says, "Where's she gone?" No one's come out. There's no. So she must have done it back at cabs. Look under back at cab again. No. So I'm stood outside at cab thinking, "Fuck, where's she?" And I can hear rustling in cab. And just as I bang on cab door and get to the cab door, this truck driver looks out the window. He says, "What?" And he's got lipstick on. And he's got eyeliner and blusher on, completely bald head. And I'm like, "Have you just seen a girl run around here?" And he went, No, I haven't seen anyone. I said, "Is she inside?" No. So I said, "Right, step out of the car, open the car door, truck door, open truck door." And so this door opened, I saw these big hairy legs with these white pop socks on, and these shoes, and this little pleated skirt. And he climbed down, and apparently it were a sex game that were going wrong between two truck drivers that we'd got in the middle of. Apparently they'd swapped money, and the sex act didn't go exactly how we wanted it to go. And that's when we've rolled into the scene. They both got advised and they both left the scene. But that's the kind of thing you come across. You come across these people that are going out to do things. We went on Build and Moor once, and as we're going on Build and Moor, there's a little car park and there's a tree and there's a big boulder outside a road. And as we're talking, me and John, we just look at that there. And as we drive past, there's a man got a woman bent over his stone, completely butt naked, and he's just going to town on this woman. And then, but we're just like, oh, look at that there. And we drive past and we get about 20 yards past, and we skid, and we're like, did we just see that? Did we just see? And as we're looking in the rearview mirror, they're there trying to get the clothes on, jump in his car and drive off. But that's what I mean. You see all the. You also stop people walking around streets at 4 in the morning dressed as clowns. And yeah, it came out on Halloween 3 years ago when there were a lot of people. But then when you're stopping people stood in the middle of the road just wearing a clown mask and a clown outfit, they're the sort of things when you're in the car and you're thinking, I shouldn't be getting out here. This is what horror movies are made on. This is when someone climbs in the back of the car and throttles me and my colleagues, so to speak. But yeah, we've had some good times. I've enjoyed it.